Hello! In this video we'll be looking at how to paint a quick ember glowing effect for all your low burning jets or cooling down coil needs. We'll be showing these steps on a Space Marine Jump Pack Intercessor and a Volkite Cavalier on a Mark III Marine, but you can totally use this guide for any other models and details. The paints and brushes we'll be using are on the screen right now. These amber and soft red tones will work great for the afterglow. If you're new to painting or want to brush up on your skills, you can check out the Citadel Colour Painting Essentials videos to learn all about paints and techniques. For the colours we'll be using, we have undercoated our models in Chaos Black, then applied a base coat of lead belcher on the outside of the turbines, as this gives us a great starting point for our effect, just like if you painted the majority of your model already. For the Volkite, we've just left it plain, so let's start painting with our darkest colour. We'll start by applying Rhinox hide to the darkest and deepest areas inside those turbines with a small layer brush, as we do want to be neat even at this first stage, so we can make sure that we don't ruin any of the silver towards the outside. For any weapons you might be applying this to, just focus on covering all of those coils. We don't need a lot, and this step will be really quick too. This colour just really helps give those glowing effect that warm yet burnt tone we're after. Remember, this is a dying flame or maybe the start of one, so we want something a little bit less red hot by the end. Next we'll add some Word Bearer's Red by dotting it into the centre of the turbines and onto the metal struts flaring out from the turbine, as these will be taking and venting most of that heat. On the Volkite we'll use it over most of the coils, but leave some of that Rhinox hide visible towards the body of the gun. We'll be using a small layer brush again for this, as these details are very small and we want to keep some of that Rhinox hide underneath. You can also use the tip of the brush to dot this colour into the centre, so make sure you have a good point and not too much paint on your brush. But don't worry if you slip or make a mess, it happens to the best of us, so wait till it's dry and reapply these two steps. Now we have a solid cooler area established, we can add some of the last hotter parts of our effect. We'll apply Evil Sun Scarlet to the turbine centre and half of those struts towards the centre. With that Volkite, we want to apply this colour in between those coils, making the inside the warmest point. Just take your time and keep your paint thin and your brush pointed, and you'll be done in no time at all. Remember, with that heat, it's brighter towards the centre and cooler towards the edges. To keep building up that low burning, we use a very small amount of Fire Dragon Bright at the very centre of the turbines and between those Volkite coils. If you make a mistake, we can also go back to our last step, or make it darker again with Rhinox hide if needed. So take your time and keep a steady hand while applying these very final lines and dots. And to finish off our ember glow, we'll add a dot highlight of Dawn Yellow to the lowest point, especially on our Volkite. We just want to add small lines to both sides, towards the bottom of the coils. This colour brings up that brightest point, making those darker colours look even more burnt out. And with that last colour down, our ember glowing effect is finished. These 5 quick colours can really make those details stand out, without being way too bright. We also did this effect on a Chaos Space Marine Havoc, so you can see how this looks on some heretical plasma weapons. The effect works in reverse though, as the hottest part will be at the centre top. For more tutorials, tips and tricks, check out our videos on the Warhammer YouTube channel, or head to your local Warhammer store, where our amazing staff would be happy to help. Well, we hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye!